Hello, welcome back to the fish locker out on the boat. Now it's you can probably see it's not the nicest day today, but we've come to spend a little bit of time fishing at anchor for whiting, codling, rays, bullhuss, just scratching about for anything that's there really. You can see I've got two rods set up at the back there and they're just fishing down tide. We're swinging around a little bit at the minute because it's pretty much bang on high water and we're going to fish the ebb. So with a northerly wind and the ebb, we've got wind and tide in the same direction. As soon as the tide starts picking up a bit, we'd expect the boat to be a little bit more stable. Now, I don't know if you can see, but there are quite a few fish topping in the area. Those are little tiny pilchards. You can see, well, I can't see more than 20 foot below the boat because it's that thick with them. Now, just setting up, all I've got is just a simple down tide rig, which is just a sliding ledger rig. And I think I've got 6-ounce leads on at the minute. And I've got a 2-down rig, which is about a 5-foot trace of 40-pound mono with a dropper of about 4 inches halfway down and then a hook right on the end. And all at the moment, yeah, at the moment it's just baited with fresh mackerel. Now I've got some black lug, I've got some frozen black and I've got some squid, so we'll mix it up a little bit and we'll see what we can find. Right, we've got a fish biting on this rod. I don't know if you can see the rod tip. First thing, check the drag, wind down all the slack line, and I like to wait until I get a good thud.
No.
It's just a little waiting for now. I've noticed this a few times. Some of them have got loads of little spots on them. Now, if I'd have known that this would have been all it was, I would have left it down there. Because a whiting of this size will get eaten by something bigger. Oh. Let's let him go. Yeah. That was a little bit tangled up. I think I let that down a little bit too quick. Now look, all it is just a 4.5, 5-foot trace with a dropper, hook on the end, hook in the middle, and a sliding lead. In a minute. Now you might notice that I have put a stop knot here, which stops the lead from sliding too far up. That's because when I'm dropping down, I don't want the lead to migrate right up my leader, so that when it hits the bottom, my bait could be 20 foot below the weight. So if I get a bite, you strike, you just lift the lead, you don't connect with the fish. Getting a bite on that rod, and on this one, look, they're starting to get a little bit bigger at least. Now, I wouldn't consider taking a whiting unless it was at least 3 pounds. I've actually put this one onto a grip lead, you can see, so that I can cast it a little bit away to one side, just so I can cover a little bit more area. That doesn't look like a fish, it looks like the boat swinging round. This feels a little bit better. Guess what it is, James? There we go, a very dirty male thornback ray. They've always got loads of attitude, these little males, and they do scrap. I think their eyes are just fantastic. These eyes, when you can see him. He's just going mad, isn't he? Let's get him unhooked. I don't know if you can see the bite. Yes. Now it is leaning over in the tide, but every now and again it does like a little hit. That's the fish. Now we raise, like I've said before, they'll move around on top of a bait, positioning it in their mouth. So those little knocks could be just it moving around. What you're waiting for is either for all the line to come slack, which means it's come up tide, or for it to start properly bending over. I'll give it a little bit of line there and see what it wants to do with it. Bullus, usually they're like a real aggressive bite. Same with codling, they'll give like a really positive bite. And cod have got massive mouths, they'll just swallow a bait whole. When I'm holding it in my hand like this and I'm holding it tight, I'm just waiting for a lunge, and then I know the fish has actually got it. Come back to that in a minute. Now that is a better whiting. That's more like what we're talking about. That's a better size whiting. Be a good 2.5, probably £3. Nah, won't be 3. Over 2. Not sure. Could be a big crab. Oh, what can we see? What can we see? Oh, wow, look at that. Could have been this as well.
No, I know.
It's actually picked up quite a few of these little top shells, look. It's just in the process of eating them. But what an absolute bruiser that guy is, look. This is a fish. Now the beauty about rays is that just when once you've got the hooks set into them, they aren't going to go nowhere. They aren't fishing on top of a reef or a wreck where it's going to pull itself into a snag. All you have to do is just hold the pressure on them, and in a tide run like this, they'll just glide around in the tide and they'll eventually work their way up to the surface. Come on. And there it is. Thornback ray. Got on that little reel. There he is. Just taking on a... Get out. And that's a 4.0 Cox and Roll Specimen Extra. And it's got a stonking male thornback. Now, the markings are very... No, just calm down. The markings are very much just the area that they're in. This is in like muddy, sandy ground. I've had some of them that have been like real dark with just 1 or 2 big patches, but quite a few of them have almost got like a transparent nose. This toe has got quite a few black spots on. What is he going now?
Yeah.
What do we say?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Ray.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Manta Ray. You see that nose is almost transparent when he's in the water, isn't it? Getting some good knocking bites on this rod here, right at the side. So every now and again it's like a... That's one of the bad things about them thornback rays. Hello.
There it is.
I wonder how long it'd be before these guys showed up. The dogfish. Only a little one.
You're putting it back in the water.
Yeah, we're going to go put him back in the water in a minute.
Why?
Because he's not the fishy that we want. Same again, right hand side. Just see like a... I did have a set of squid jigs down, but I think all that's happening is the mackerel just keep attacking him because it just keep getting real erratic bites. See now how the once the tide's picked up into flood, we are just in one direction, we aren't swinging about as much. There's the bite on the right hand side. I have had strap eels here up to being about 10-12 pound. Because there is a little tiny bit of a wreck about 500 yards away. It's not much or so much, it's only what's left of one. Yeah, a nice bullus or a nice eel would be good to show. The little whiting have finished. They kind of ran through and were just savaging the baits. Just checking the baits every 15 minutes. If we haven't had a fish, check the baits and they are getting pretty well chewed, so it'll be prawns and crabs and that. Any luck, we've had, what time is it now? We've had 3.5 hours of the ebb so far. So it's still got plenty still to go. Hopefully we'll be able to show you one or two more fish before the end of it. Whatever it is, it must just be tiny. I think it's actually still on there. I don't mind having a tiny whiting on there because a bigger fish will come and eat it. Have a look at this. I estimated it was going to be about 2.5 pound. £2.95.
What's that noise?
So £2, £2.13, £2.14. Proper gut on it, hasn't it?
Look at that noise.
Cracking fish.
Look at that noise.
That's just the ratchet on the reel, James.
Look.
Got a bite on both rods now. Right and left. It's just every one and off. So a pack of dogfish might have moved in. I'm hoping it's going to be like a nice big shoal of whiting or a codling or something. as well. Leave that to develop. So what's happening with this one? It must just be little tiny pin whiting. There's nothing there now. At least it's fish moving through. There's someone still having a go at this. Just getting quite a good bite on the little tiny one as well. Typically, the only problem with this is you can't really set the hook, can you? Hopefully whatever it was will come back. Made me think that was a ray because it was quite a good bite. That's a shame. It's come back, whatever it was. A good bite on that rod as well, look. Now I've actually got a good bite on that one at the same time. So I don't know if these two are wrapped round each other or if I've actually got another fish coming up on that other rod. I hope it's another fish. I just literally swapped the baits out. They've all got fresh baits on. Yeah, I have. I've picked up one of the other lines. This one was actually on the dropper. This was on the upper part of the two down rig. Another male, slightly different markings, but incredibly thorny cheeks, hasn't he? Look.
Very big wings.
Oh, look at him.
Whoa.
Get him unhooked. Only about 4 or 5 pound. You excited? Where's Dad's tea bar? You don't know?
It's here! In the phone!
Oh no, not tea.
Why?
Not my tea, I'm a tea bar. But unhooking. Get him unhooked and we'll have a look at him. There we are, that's the hook out. You can see. All I was fishing was just a 2 down.
The bounce.
2 down with, I'll just show you there. Pull this bait off. These are just 4-row cocks and rolls specimen extras. They're brilliant hooks. Dead sharp, dead strong, just what you need. He's, you know, like I was saying about the colorations on him. See how he's different? He's more of like a sandy speckly. But they've still got mad thorns. See these claspers? This is how you know it's a male. They've all been around about the same size, and they've all been males as well. It's a good one, this one, isn't it? We're going to go and let him go. We'll take a photo of him and we'll let him go. Right, that was that. We fished out for like another 15 minutes after that. That bite never came back on there, but we had another nice thornback. I hope there's been some good hints and tips in here now.
Yes.
I hope there's been some good hints and tips in here for you. Showing you can have some good fun just inshore. There's no need to go off. I mean, in winter time when the weather's bad, you find yourself somewhere nice like this. I mean, we had a good couple of hours there, plenty of fish. And see you later. You say goodbye.
Bye. Bye, through his water.
Bye from the fish locker.